Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography. We are talking The Descendents. This is our 8th video in this series. Hopefully you have followed along up to this point. If you haven't, this is where old friends and fans come together to drink, BS, argue, and occasionally agree about some music. As you can see on the board here, we have not agreed on The Descendents. So yeah, we all have a different number one album. Mine, of course, is the right one, but an argument can be made for the other two. And it has been made.
Well,
Go check
hopefully
out those videos.
we've made those arguments.
You did make those arguments. We're here now to talk about the most recent 2021 record, 9th Walnut, which is an interesting record because it's the original lineup for Milo. I think a lot of it was recorded in 2006. I mean, if you look at the track listing, a lot of it was written by Tony and Frank. I think all of it was written by Tony and Frank, honestly. Produced by Bill Stevenson.
Well, they do a Dave Clark cover. And who's Dave Nolte? Dave Nolte's a guy they know. He was in a band called The Last, which is an old school LA punk rock band. Several albums on SST, Bomp, and Ed and Sounds. So, friend of the band, I'm guessing. Maybe another cover. I'm not sure.
Which song?
That one is Like the Way I Know.
I think that's a Descendents song.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but this is a weird record. I mean, I think
18 songs, 25 minutes.
Yeah, this is old school Descendants. They're not bullshitting around. They got the old school logo there. They, 9th and Walnut. That's where they fucking started.
Sure.
And you missed it because we were switching meetings, but I think this record was a chance to give extra to the older band members. I don't think they were making the money that the band was making. Just kind of not throw them a
bone. Throw the homies a bone.
Yeah, but I'm glad we got this release. It's still a weird record because it sounds the production is too good for the songs. Like, I don't know. This is a hard record for me. I still love it. I think it's genius, but I think the back half is better than the first half. The first half kind of starts off. What the fuck does yellow mean? Like Sailor's Choice. I don't understand the lyrics.
Oh, yellow is like
is that like a boating
choppy
thing?
Waters.
Okay, so it's a boat. Yeah, that kind of checks out with the whole fishing thing they had going on in the early.
Yeah. Yeah, because depending on the condition of the waves and the water and the currents and stuff, places will put out different colored flags to let sailors know the water conditions.
Yep.
Which, yeah, I don't know. I view this as like songs that weren't quite good enough to go on Milo and Don't Grow Up, but re-recorded with a Milo who has aged greatly. It doesn't have that. I really fucking love Milo's voice when he was young. And Milo Goes to College and Don't Grow Up and everything before All. Like, his voice just grabs me. And I would love to have heard this record recorded with Milo in like 1986 or something,
Sure.
It's still...
Well, not knowing that it was old songs or whatever, again, just going through the discography and taking them in again for the first time. Was not aware of this album. I mean, 18 songs in 25 minutes. I loved it. It was just punk rock fury. And the production, like, at this point, you know Bill Stevenson knows what he's doing. You know he knows what the Descendents are supposed to sound like. And nothing jumped out at me there where I went, oh, this production is wrong. Yeah, I did. I liked this album a lot. I will agree with you. We're back to the second half being stronger than the first half. There's some great stuff on the first half, though. Like, I really liked You Make Me Sick. Really liked Tired of Being Tired. I really liked The Mohicans. Really liked, and then, on the second side, I really liked You're Disgusting. I thought that was a great song. And then, Ride the Wild, the very first single from even before Milo was in the band, gets a remake here. I'm not sure if I like this one more than I like the original or not. I'll have to give them both some more spins, but I think it's cool that they brought it back.
Yeah, I wish they would have brought back, like, Mr. Bass or,
Sure, yeah.
I mean,
but this is the first one.
Ride the Wild, my notes say Ben Weasel.
It's a Hectic World is on here too, yeah.
Ben Weasel could have written this song 10 years after the Descendents. That's my notes for it.
I don't know, I really enjoyed this. Like, I got to the end of this discography happy. And for that reason alone, I was like, yeah, okay, I like this one.
Yeah, I mean, this is 2021. This is only 3 years ago, and they're still fucking
crushing it. Yeah.
I know there's been a couple different artists covered, and you get to their like last album that they've done before we record these shows, and sometimes it's a holy shit. They should have stopped a couple albums ago.
Like, this ain't no push and shove.
No, this also ain't no Diamond
Star Halos.
Diamond Star Halos either. Like, it also ain't no Let the Bad Times Roll, going way back to that one too.
It ain't that either.
Yeah.
Like, this is a quality album. That if this was replace that into any of those artists that albums I just mentioned, would have been a phenomenal 2020's album that would have been released. I'll just kind of segue with mine here. Like, definitely, I appreciated the callback to some of the earlier albums. I mean, this is also his discographies. You could tell the whole way through. Stay over there. It sounds like the Descendents the whole way through. Like, nothing new happened or changed. They didn't change their identity at all. And
that brings up an interesting thought for me too, actually, because like here we are. This one's 39 years after Milo goes to college.
Fucking hell!
And punk rock has gone through many twists and turns in those 4 decades.
Yeah.
And I never felt like they were chasing trends.
Mm-mm.
I never felt like they were trying to fit into whatever was current at the time. They always just sounded like them.
So they did their own thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you take out the last 3 albums before this one, also every album was different. I mean, this one is definitely sounding like, Milo goes to college and don't want to grow up. If you put them together, kind of. But then again, it's on a newer sounding equipment, newer sounding release.
Thanks to our pals in Mr. Bungle, that's been a trend since the pandemic, where a lot of people just went back and re-recorded old stuff.
Mm-hmm. I think Milo recorded the vocals for this during the pandemic.
Yeah, well, and it was released in 2021, so.
But the music was recorded when back in like 2006 or 8.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, Frank was. Hold on, do I get the name right? I'm bad with names, but the guitarist had already passed away when this album came out. But he plays on every song. Like there was a time gap from when they recorded the music to when Milo got around to recording the vocals and then releasing this.
Interesting. Okay.
And I think the guitarist, I can't remember his name. It's not Frank. It's it is Frank. Yeah, Frank.
Yeah, Frank Novetta.
Yeah, I think he passed away in 2020 or 2021. I don't know. Y'all blast me in the comments. I don't give a fuck. But I think him passing away.
Blast him.
Yeah, him passing away. I think spurred
2008
to Milo to be like, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna get it out there. And
interesting. Okay, so looking up Frank's death date there, it turns out our pal Dave Nolte, who we were just asking about, and wrote Like the Way I Know, they were the founding members of the Descendents.
Yeah, this is a full circle album.
Yeah, so I'm guessing Frank was in the band before, or Dave was in the band before Milo.
Yeah, Milo was a fan of the band. He wasn't the original singer. He was.
Yeah.
He was just there, like hanging out.
Okay.
Said, I can sing this.
No, I love it, especially like. I mean, we talk about nostalgia a lot, and yeah, it was a bit of a trend during that time. A lot of bands were getting nostalgic. And then you also look at their ages. They're starting to hit that age where it's like, okay, let's look back at our youth and, enjoy it.
The Descendants didn't take Milo Goes to College and put a symphony behind it.
Right. Right.
They said, hey, these are a bunch of fucking old songs that we have. Hey, we're going to give this to you guys. It doesn't feel like a cash grab. It feels like a
new album.
Yeah,
and they're still just as youthful as ever. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
And there's some top song. It's My Hair is a top song contender. I mean, there's some fucking fast, fucking hardcore punk rock on this record. And it may sound clean and it may sound modern, but it's old school Descendants. It's this one again, going back and listening to all these records in order. This is a wild card. I'm like, where the fuck do you place this? Where would you rank this record?
Well, we're about to find out, my friend.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is.
And it's your turn to guess.
Fuck me. Oh, what do I gotta say? Mohicans. I love the early Descendants songwriting. That simple little guitar solo they do.
Mm-hmm.
It's doing its thing. The background vocals are perfect. They nailed the tone. To Remember, it kind of takes me into Bike It, just that same like intro. But then it just goes off on its own fucking thing. You're Disgusting. Fucking Chef's Kiss. It's My Hair. Chef's Kiss again. I Need Some is pop punk perfection. I love this fucking record.
Hashtag. I love this fucking record.
The fact that we got this in 2021 is...
Considering the 2020s to this point, at least the artists I've been on the show, have been pretty lackluster, to say the least.
The Descendants still sound like the fucking Descendants. They're still rocking the boat tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where do I fucking rank it for you guys? Well, I already know with Bill, it's gonna beat the Farts.
Damn right it is. That's a low-hanging fruit, bud.
But the Farts had such a great album. Because This World Fucking Stinks?
And it's just fucking sour grapes. I'm going to say production quality is going to beat out all.
You're right.
This is where it's going to get tough. I'm going to say it's better than Hyper. Uh-oh.
Actually, I had to check my notes on that one.
Uh-oh.
Getting close. Getting close.
We're getting close.
Gotta read my notes.
It ain't no cool to be
I
you.
did not have it higher than Hyper, though. I will say these two albums I could flip-flop on any given day, though.
They're completely... The fact that, like, Milo and Bill said, hey, you know, I know this, you know, we're the Descendents, and we've been the Descendants for like 30, 20 something years. But hey, we're gonna put out an album with Frank and was it Dave?
Tony.
Tony, yeah. Frank and Tony.
Dave Lombardo's in a completely different band.
Did I say Dave Navarro? Oh fuck it. The fact that they're like, yeah, cool, sure, you know, just shows the camaraderie of the Descendants family.
Sure.
It's beautiful. For Tim, I'm gonna say it's above that one. It's above all. Songwriting, it's fast, it's short. I'm gonna say it's above Cool to Be You.
You have a winner.
Yeah, I don't think it's above Everything Sucks. Where the fuck did I put it? That's a good question. Anybody want to guess?
I'm gonna guess right below all.
I'm guessing below Enjoy.
I swear to God, how do you fucking do that?
Oh shit! The fuck
Oh! Above Enjoy?
above Enjoy.
Okay.
If
So we're both off by one place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before, hold on, let me double check my notes because I thought I read that you were correct.
Did you have it above or below the fart? That is the question.
That is the question.
The answer is never be below the fart.
I had it above the fart. I had it
Okay.
above the fart. If you would have asked me a week ago before I had to listen to all these records in a row, it would have been above the fart. But it's grown on me again. They grow. After Cool to Be You onward, the more I listen to them, the more this gets harder and harder. So I'm glad we're doing this now and not a year from now. Yeah, that's Bill and I lined up.
Yeah, you guys did. Pretty good.
Well, at least with 9th and Walnut.
One album.
And then we just got to do the colors.
Oh yeah, most important part.
All right. Bill, what's your colors? I'll start off with green.
That's a
At the
conservative. That's a very good guess to start off with here. Let's go green, 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 green. And then I'm going to go yellow for the last four.
Wow. Okay.
No, that yellow is just because, especially from when I was listening to it, these last four albums, you have to have an open mind when you do these last four. If you had asked me after the first time listening through this, it would have been all yellow, straight all the way through.
A week from now, it'll all be green.
I
We're
didn't
all
make.
red.
I didn't give the fart's gonna stay yellow probably. For
We're going to turn you on to the farts.
Hell nah.
I'm picking them next. Federal Way, baby. Duff McKagan.
All right, Tim. I don't want to grow up. The bass line in that song is so fucking good.
Dude, that album is just so good.
I mean, Milo's green. I'm not even going to ask you whether you say it's red or not or yellow. I'm going to say it's green for you.
Okay, well, so far so good.
Oh, I already know the farts is green.
Uh-huh.
Everything sucks. 9th and Walnut's green.
Uh-huh.
Cool to be you. Green.
Green.
All.
Green.
It's got all logistics on it. It's got to be fucking hyper.
Green.
This is a fucking first on the show, I think. I don't think Tim has ever been green all the way across the board. I have to go back and look. Yeah, I'm going to be...
Oh, I mean, I'm sure I was for Bungle.
Yeah, you were probably green for Bungle. If we were doing the color scheme then, we were...
Holy shit, I'm the person with the least amount of green on a person we covered?
Which makes sense, because you're the new guy.
I guess.
Yeah. It's going to rotate, not to worry.
Yeah, it'll rotate. We've got COC next week.
Oh, man, that's going to be interesting. I can't wait.
You were talking about Red State Rock, that's like an instant fucking red for me.
Well, wait till you hear it.
We'll see then. We'll get there. Yeah, mine's all green. I mean, this discography you could literally burn on 2 CDs and just you could mix any song. You could take a song from Hyper all the way to Milo and still just be like, "Yep, that's the Descendents. Yep, that's good." It's a voice of a...
Yeah, super happy with this discography. This was... I mean, yeah, obviously, I'm going to like others more than I like others, but all of them were great, and wherever you jump in at, I think you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I would definitely say start with Milo or Everything Sucks, and you just go from there. Like, just go from there. You can't go wrong. Even if you run across a song where they're just holding a microphone up to their ass and farting, it's still good.
It's still arting.
They're still putting music behind it. They're still...
Yeah.
Like, it's still good.
Open the window!
Such a good band. I fucking love them. Everyone... If I post this in a Blink-182 group and you like Blink-182, check out the Descendents. You might like them. Up next, top songs, which is super gonna be a bitch because we only have 7 picks, but whatever. Yeah, stick around. Like, subscribe, blah blah blah. Be safe.
Ring the bell.
Make good decisions.
Don't grow up.
When I get the time, I like to sit down and write a